Hi everybody, I'm Michael from Sew In Place and Sew In Sweep, and today I just wanted to make a quick little video for you to give you some insight onto the benefits of sewing machine service. You're going to see a before and after in this video that's going to show you just how much of a change a good service job is going to do to a sewing machine, and how it's going to make your sewing machine last a lot longer. So stay tuned as I show you a couple little goodies. If you have any questions, again, put them in the comments box. So I want to show you a reading of the how hard this machine's working before it's been serviced, and it's really telling. Here we can see that motor is running at about 3 amps. So it's really working much harder than it should have to work. And the problem with that is that if your sewing machine motor is working much harder than it should, it's also working the entire series of electronics, which can eventually lead to damage to your sewing machine, to the computers, to the power supplies, and to the motors themselves. So we want to see machines that aren't working hard, because that's going to generate heat, and that's a very big enemy to your sewing machines, especially your modern electronic sewing machines. So we spend all of this time and energy and money on these machines. We should maintain them and ensure that they have an extended life. And to do that, you want to get them serviced. So just a second here, and I'll show you post-service the difference in these readings. So I just finished servicing this sewing machine, and you can see a dramatic difference. I'm going to run it here for a second just to let you see the reading on this. So we went from about 3 amps on running this machine to 2¼ amps. That's a dramatic difference, about a 20% difference in the efficiency of the sewing machine and how hard that machine has to work. So it's working 20% less. That means there's going to be a lot less stress on that machine. So what can cause this? Obviously, we're sewing a lot. We're getting dirt inside the machine. The dirt's getting inside the bearings and the gears, and it's really inhibiting the movements of the mechanisms, and again, it's making everything else work harder. In the old days, everybody's like, well, I had a sewing machine back in the 50s that I'd never had to oil or service quite as much. Well, back in the 50s, you could open the machine up yourself and vacuum out the dust a lot easier. Secondly, sewing one dress might account for 1,000 stitches, whereas we have a modern sewing machine and modern embroidery machine that you do one embroidery that could be 90,000 stitches. So these machines are getting a lot more use than they used to in the past. So it's really important. Bring it to a certified technician who's able to understand the needs of your specific brand and machine. So many times you may have one brand and you're trying to save money and take it to another dealer who may sell different brands and can service it for you, but they're maybe not privy to the tolerances of these motors, the bearings, the gears, and all the minute settings of these machines. So again, make sure to get them serviced, and hopefully you can see the differences and why we need to do this. I'm Michael from Sew In Place. If you have any questions, put them in the comments box below. Thanks.